In this video, we are going to learn about JavaScript array methods. So what are array methods and why do we need them? Array methods are built-in functions that allow us to manipulate and work with arrays in JavaScript. And as you know, arrays are data structures that store multiple values in a single variable, such as here we have an array let fruits is equal to apple, banana and orange. Now array methods can help us to add, remove, search, sort, slice and loop through the elements of an array. They can make our code more concise, readable and efficient. In this video, we will cover some of the most commonly used array methods such as push, pop, shift, unshift, slice, index of, and includes. And we will also see some code examples. So let's get started. Now the first one is array push method. This push method adds one or more element to the end of an array and returns the new length of the array. For example, if we want to add mango and grape to the end of our fruits array, we can use push method like this. First of all, we are going to write the name of our array, which is fruit. Then the method we are going to use is this push method. Now here, this method takes elements as an argument that we want to add to our array. In our case, we want to add mango, and then we have to separate these items that we want to add using comma. Now the second item that we want to add is grapes, like this. Now if I hit save, and now if I log this fruits array, now you can see we have mango and grapes at the end of our array. So basically this method add new items at the end of the array. And also this push method modifies the original array and return the new length, which is 5 in this case. And we can use this push method to dynamically add elements to an array based on user input or other conditions. Now similarly, we have a pop method which removes the last element from an array and returns that element. For example, if we want to remove the last element from our fruits array, we can use pop method like this. First the name of the array, which is fruits, and then our method, which is pop. Then we just need to call this method. Now this method takes no argument. This method only removes the last element of an array and return that element. Now if I log this into our console, you can see this method returns us this last element, which is orange. And this method also modifies the original array and returns the removed element, which is orange in our case. Now after this, we have shift method. Now similar to this pop method that removes element from the end, this shift method removes the first element from an array and returns that element. For example, if we remove the first element from our fruits array, we can use shift method like this. Now here instead of pop, I am using shift, and this method also takes no arguments. This only removes the first element, which is at position 0, and return that element. If I hit save, you can see by logging this into our console, we have apple, which is at the first position in our array. And this method also modifies the original array and returns the removed element, which is apple in our case. Now to show you, I just have to log this fruits array, and here you can see, because here we are using this shift method, we can't see this apple element in our array. And here we have only two elements, banana and orange. Now after this we have unshift method, and this method is to add one or more elements to the beginning of an array, and this method returns the new length of the array. For example, if we want to add strawberry and kiwi to the beginning of our fruit array, we can use the unshift method like this. Here our fruits array, then the method which is unshift, then this method takes elements that we want to add in our array as an argument, separated by comma. Now the first fruit that we want to add in our array is strawberry, and the second one is kiwi. Now here, after logging our fruits array, you can see in the start of our array we have now strawberry and kiwi, and we added these two elements by simply using this unshift method. So again, this push method is used to add elements at the end of the array, and this unshift method we use to add element in the beginning of the array. And also this unshift method modifies the original array and returns the new length, which is 5 in our case. We can use this unshift method to prepend elements to an array based on user input or other conditions. Then we have slice method. Now this slice method returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object. It does not modify the original array, and this slice method takes two optional parameters, the start index and the end index. The start index is inclusive and the end index is exclusive. For example, if we want to get a new array with the elements from 1 to index 3 of our fruits array, we can use slice method like this. Now here, because this method gives us a new array, so I am going to store that new array into new fruits variable, and here we want to use this slice method on our fruits array. So the name of our array, then the method which is slice. Now here the first argument that this function takes is the starting index from where we want to start slicing. Let's say we want to start slicing our array from this second item. So the index of this item is 1. Now the second argument is the index of last element. Like here, let's say we want only this banana, orange and mango. So we are going to use the last position of this grapes element, because the last position is not included in our new array. Now the index of this element is 4, as we can see here. So I am going to specify the index of this element, which is 4. Now this will start slicing from here up to our last element. But again, this last element is not included in our new array. Now if I log new fruits, here you can see we only have these 3 items, starting from this index 1 up to 4, but this last one is not included in our new array. Now if we put only one argument to this slice function, we will get items from that array starting from that index up to the end. And here I am using 2, which is the index of this orange. That is why we have a new array starting from this orange up to the last element, which is grapes. Now the next method that I want to show you is the index of method. Now this index of method returns the first index at which a given element can be found in an array, or it will return -1 if it is not present. Now this index of method takes two optional parameters, the element to search for and the start index. The start index is the index from which to start the search. For example, if we want to find the index of orange in our fruits array, we can use the index of method like this. First the name of the array, which is fruits, then the method is index of, then these parentheses, and here we have to specify the name of the item, which is orange. Now if I hit save, you can see we have the index of this item, which is 2. Now if we use the element name that is not in our array, then this will return -1. Now if we search orange without writing E, and if I hit save, you can see because this element is not in our array, that is why this index of function is returning -1. So basically, we can use this index of method to check if an element exists in an array or to find its position. Now the next method that I want to show you is includes method. Now this include method determines whether an array includes a certain value among its entries or not, and then this method returns true or false according to the situation. The include method takes two optional parameters, the value to search for and the start index. The start index is the index from which to start the search. For example, if we want to check if our fruits array include mango, we can use the includes method like this. Now here, now first I am using console.log, then fruits, then the method that we are going to use is this includes method. Then parentheses. Now here we need to write the name of that element that we want to check. In our case, we want to check this mango. Now if I paste this here, you can see because this mango is present in our array, this function is returning true. If we use a wrong name like mang, you can see because mang is not in our array, that's why we are getting false. Now in this video, we learned about some of the most commonly used JavaScript array methods such as push, pop, unshift, slice, index of, and includes. We saw how they can help us to manipulate and work with arrays in JavaScript. We also saw some code examples. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next video.